Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I'm That Resolves, and here we are again today with a Cranky's Temporal deck that Grimfran's made a couple of little changes to, which I'm 100% here for because I really like Petition. As often, I think that this is pretty similar to Find the Way, in that it'll find you 2 power, but basically what it'll do is it'll find you a crest, which finds you 2 influence, and then that crest will dig you deeper to the next power if that's something that you would need. And also, it's just generally just never a dead draw, because if you're at the point where you've got no power left in your deck, then oh dear. But late in the game, whereas like Seek Power will just be pay 1, draw like a sigil. Oops, I've got no sigils left in my deck. Petition is pay 2 to get a crest, and at some points of the game, just like pay 2 to scout is still sort of fine. I mean, it's not great, obviously, but it's better than just like drawing a random power would have been. So there's a reasonable amount going on with this deck. Stonepowder Alchemist is a little bit spicy, but I guess that's for the Mask of Torment. But mostly we've got like Kerrigan Merchant, Scorpion Wasp, just really good ways of just not caring about how big the thing that's coming for you is. We're just going to gobble it up. Then eventually just like make a million T power with Mask of Torment and Stronghold Visage. And then, I don't know, take over the game for like 7 Wraths into a million Owls off Great Parliament. Who cares? So, I personally hate decks with Temporal in, so I'm glad this one isn't actually Temporal and it's just a Mask deck. I think it was just called Temporal, was it? No, it's Cranky Panda's Mask Control. I'm just I've seen so much Temporal on the ladder like today and yesterday that it's just incredibly miserable and just impossible to actually try and make reasonable content because it's just very hard to stay in like talking mode while someone's taking 5 hours to decide that, yep, on your turn I want to play Vital Arcana. I'm like, yep, well, just do it quicker. But I suppose at least Temporal isn't what it used to be, which apparently in development, Louise was saying that it was a 9 cost, but it drew you a card at the start of your opponent's turn. So yeah, that would have been upsetting. Anyway, let's get onto the ladder. We all know what this deck sort of does. It just takes a while to do it, so quick on the games, quick and we can all go home and have a cup of tea. Okay, so I've got 2 Wraths, which is something I like to see, but I guess I might actually... Oh dear. Devastating error of just like not turning my phone off. I think we'll redraw this. It's just like 2 power. I mean, if we're able to find like the next time source, get that. Moonstone down, we're probably going to be able to find more power, but I think it sounds probably just better actually. Oh, only Ronin. Game 4, got you. I suppose we're going to be cresting here. We don't have anything like Hailstorm in this deck. Devour, like, nope. Not got enough units really to be doing anything. I wouldn't mind trying to find something like a Stonepowder Alchemist, just like gain 2, kill this sort of thing. Well, new plan, kill this. What do we want to do? So, I guess we crest. Don't actually need that Justice Source, do we? Yeah, it should be okay. We've got Petition, so I'll find one later. I think we are going to lose value in having to play this. Oh dear. We're dead. If you want to beat like Temporal or something like that, just play Skycrag. Skycrag just like... I'm going to lose value by playing this. Because we could have gained like an additional 2 lives, but... I think we just need to have like the 2 in play to trade this. Just try and get to a point where we can like harsh rule and not be dead before that happens. Permafrost is awful. So... 5, 9 plus 4. Yep, so we're basically dead. So let's just not waste our opponent's time, just move on to the next one. You play Skycracker Masters. I mean, I've done it myself sometimes, but we're to play fun. That's why I've got Vital Arcana in my deck. Painless Greebler, that's quite the username our opponent's got here. Yeah, we'll keep this, it seems fine. So, do we have a mask in the market? We do. Excellent. I don't know what I'm looking for, but try for like either Justice Source, yep. So my sort of mode there was if Justice Source, keep. If power, just don't keep. This seems fine now, so should have our pretty much perfect influence. I don't really know the justice source, so we'll bin that. And then probably just try and set up this mask. The old 1-4 get you. Do we need double? Well, we don't need quad shadow, do we? So let's trade away shadow sigil. So we'll just get mask of torment here. We've got 1-4 that's just making this 2-1 look rather silly, or could, you know, get us real good by just finest hour in this attack. Well, Annihilate's also sort of fine. Yeah, so I'm going to let our opponent get some Warcries here, but we're just going to establish the mask as soon as possible. We get to get really ahead on power by playing Stonepowder Alchemist, blocking. If our opponent tries to kill, we get to Devour it, so we just get to gain millions of lives. Lives as prizes. So our opponents must be playing like a really sort of old version of this deck, because they've got Copal Bailiff, although Copal Bailiff's a really good card. I think if they attack with this, I might Scorpion Wasp it, but I'm going to wait and see if they've got like a Tabard or something like that. Let's have a look what we get. Yeah, you can kill that. We'll Devour it when it comes back or whatever. We're at 7 power, and then we're just going to possibly like millions of Warcries. Let's just boop this. Just gets the Aegis. Then if our opponent like plays more stuff over the next couple of turns, we can just sort it out. So we go to 8, and then if we... Oh, yes, we are going off. If we had 4 power, could we do anything? I don't think so. I mean, like Merchant, but then not do anything, so... But I was going to, like, declare my block, and then Devour. This gets us the 11th power, which isn't super relevant, but it's closer to 12 if we're making owls. Well, I feel incredibly smart and thin here with this. Well, we'll save the Scorpion Wasp for another time. Is this enough stuff just to end a story? I think I'll just go for Marshal. I'm sure we can finagle something with Devour where we're able to get this to not be blocked by Aegis or something. That Petition, just go find a Crest. Yeah, let's get this one. Just got a nice mixture then. 4-3-4. I like my influence to be pretty. Yeah, let's get Counter Merchant. Keep that. What can we get from the board? The Shadow. I should have probably paid attention. It's only Vara's choice, but I think it was the attack here. I see what our opponent's up to, because we're up to something. I only really made this plan because, okay, so we've got no units in hand. That's all fine. You know, we're down a card there, but we're getting Tabard back. Rats. Well, we're going to get to just like end the story or whatever. Kill this. It's like, whatever. Get in there for a point of damage, maybe. Or 2 points, because you can't block this. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. I'm hoping that the hand is just full of like weapons or removal spells. So just like, if you've got weapons and removal spells, I've got bad news for you, friend. I really want to find out oh, this will do. Vital Arcana would have been like exactly perfect, but with this, now every turn we're going to gain 2, but we're also going to gain 2 power. And we just need to take a look in here if there's anything we want. Probably going to get Moondial actually. Is Moondial better than Marshal? It probably is. I feel I've just like established a lock on the game here. Like, yeah, just should be very difficult for our opponent to win at this point, especially because we can just sort of draw cards at will, and we've got them on pretty quick clock because we're going to make Torment next turn. Yep. Oh no! Not Dark Return my finger again for like the 15th time, but well, we're going to Torment them up. That's fine. Any time things we want? Not really. Let's do this. Boop. I mean, really, they should be looking at which one is probably correct. Yeah, you probably need to... You probably need to be looking at the masks to find out which one's got like the least amount of power in it or whatever. Or the biggest amount, just deciding like whether your opponent would kill this. Is this fine? Yes. And the reason it's fine is because we're going to do the old block Devour trick, so our opponent doesn't get to gain any life with their Crash Balding. This is fine. And then on our turn, we're going to kill our opponent with the second Tormentor. Okay, that's bold. Oh yeah, opponent must have realised that we can just like eat them and miss their attack or something. So we did get there in the end. Okay, so we're just an absolute life total now. Recorded about 3 games and just like wasn't actually recording. This hand seems awful. I'm just like, Stronghold Visage is a hell of a drug, especially with the Mask of Torment. Actually, maybe it's fine. We'll get to Crest and then just, I don't know, whatever, make a Mask on 4 anyway. Yeah, as long as our opponent is in meme town, because we are in like the 1k Masters now due to playing all these sort of nonsense decks. So we should be able to do our thing. Counter Merchant. Do we actually want this? I don't think we do. I think we'd rather just have power. It can only really get Mask and Varas, which I suppose we're just getting Mask anyway, so like who cares at this point? Let's just do this. We're against Fel. Fel does give you some time, but if they're able to establish a champion of cunning, then you've got a very short amount of time to actually answer that. Play Amber Waystone here. We don't need both these petitions, just like one will do. Get Mask of Torment, so then we'll go Torment into Visage. Then as long as our opponent isn't able to burglarize our Mask of Torment, we should be in good shape. Just because this will be able to make us not care about missing like power drops. Oh, tedious. Well, killed our thing, so instead I guess the plan is just to get like a Crest of Vengeance here. Yeah, we'll get for the 5th power. We'll actually get that just in case anything happens to our Mask here. I'll remember at the point we just like don't care. So, opponent's got Primal Merchant, uncertain what that tells us, but let's just establish the Mask of Torment. Then I suppose we could just like ignore this 3-2 for a couple of turns because we're just going to play a Visage every turn. And then we're just like gaining 4 lives effectively and 2 power each turn after that. Okay, so this dude's a bit of a nuisance because they could get burglarized here. Let's get Visage, I guess. I wonder if there was ever a point where like one of these merchants had like a lifesteal or something like that. Yeah, this is fine. So we're up to 7 power now. We can't quite stop this. There's nothing we can really do in the market. Because I've always got Face Aegis like Vara's doesn't do anything here. Can we just ignore this for a turn? I don't think we can. I think we need to play something down. Don't think we need both Visages. Actually, we'll skip this. We'll actually just not do that. Yeah, we'll skip instead. Next time we can just make 4 owls off the Great Parliaments. Yeah, you want to kill us before you attack. Okay, so just like not attacking there. Let's just silence this and then block the 3-2. I probably can be in the market for like double Hailstorming us at some point if we do make like 1 billion owls, but I felt Bloodcaster. That's some ancient technology. Not seen one of those for a while. Steal our cards is probably sort of awful, but that's fine. I think just make 2 owls. Yeah, seems fine because that just really covers us from like pretty much anything our opponent's up to. Because just having like 3 bodies in play that are able to kill us is probably fine. So what are we up to here? So we can make Stronghold Visage. I'm just going to attack our opponent for 4. and then put more flyers into play with a Scorpion Wasp, like just like nakedly up front, just like hey. Can you imagine just like buzzing around? Yay. Yeah, you've got like my Stronghold, Visage and Marshal, but you know we've got a lot of power in play. Bullets kill you. Might not even block this turn if they attack. Although actually, yeah, we'll just like block with a 1/1, don't I? Because then if they do have like annihilate and what save to do, they have to like annihilate the thing that isn't like just a lot of stats. And of course, this turns our merchants off, but we've not really got anything in here that we want, like maybe Sandstorm, Scarf, or Moondial, because we're going to get to a point where we're going to have enough power where we'll be able to play whatever we draw. Like, Bifrost is fine, opponent's having to like answer all our stuff. But they're still getting cracked for, what's that, 13 next turn and then dead the turn after. It's like, yeah, this is going to be difficult for our opponent to come out of. So if we attack our opponent for 12 here, I don't think the one matters, but we can keep this back just to sort of fret this 4/4 here. And then Crest of Progress. It's like no power anymore. We're going to effectively gaining 2 lives and 1 power each turn, so eventually, rats. Black Sky Harbinger, just like the enemy here. Well, any removal spell sort of deals with this, and then we're in good shape. Because we get to deal 8 to our opponent, they get to gain 4 and kill one of our things, which is. So the game's slowly slipping away from us, but if we do find an answer for this, we should be okay. Let's just find the way just to get some of this nonsense out of our deck. Okay, so our opponent is going to be able to be in a position now where we can start spending power on Felon Bloodcaster just to draw an additional card. Yep, so that's what our opponent's doing. Hopefully it's drew like a power. I'll be very happy with that. And then we can draw something like, I don't know, someone that kills this. Even, Desert Marshal be fine, I think. But, yeah, let's actually just, I will make, oh, they're letting us double block. Because I'll double block this, because this is what's going to get in the way of us winning. But, yeah, I guess just, let's do this. How much did it draw? It's like 1 card or something, was it? Yeah. 3 cards. Well, we've drawn a power, which isn't perfect. But we're getting closer to the Tormentor. Okay, so Channel probably seals it because we're just going to take a million here if our opponent's bored. And they've just got a million cards in hand. So I think I'm going to look at a draw step. And then I'm probably going to scoop it up. Yeah. So Crest of Vengeance still gives us an out. We can find that end of story on top if we bottom this. And we did not. So I guess we're on to the next game. Yeah, Felon deck was just able to pressure us, and then the Aslangel's Gift was sort of awful for us because it made us play in a way that we didn't actually want to. Okay, well, we're on the draw here, and I've just got like 2 big stinky bricks in those Visages there. This sounds probably fine. We can like Scribe onto if we want to, but probably going to save that for later. Also, I guess we're supposed to be saving like these sort of little life gains for after we've made a mask anyway. But I do like the little speed bumps that you get. Okay, so more Alchemist is sort of fine here. I actually do quite like Revenge, to be honest. I think it's pretty sweet. In like other games like Magic, you've got Unearth, and I think this is just much better than that. Well, if we're against Temporal, this is going to be tedious. Well, just get rid of the Wasp. I don't think we're going to need it against whatever this is. Because this is probably just like, yeah, it's like a Temporal TJP control deck. Just sort of off it by now. Like, I don't think that it's a powerful deck, but it's just really bad for like trying to cover the game just because nothing happens. And then things get swept, and then somehow you eventually like lose at some point to some sort of nonsense. I think I might just, if we don't have a merchant or some way to fetch up a crown pretty quick sharp, I might just Marshal this just to cut our opponent off of power. Yeah, so we do have a mask soon, so I'll just silence this. Don't quite need to throw this away yet. I'd much rather do that when we've got the mask in play. Just because then we get like to go up to 6 power, which would be nice. I probably can of course start getting stuff like Disjunction just to kill our mask, but I assume this match is probably miserable. Let's go for the attack there. It's basically for free. We'll get the Stonepowder Alchemist back at some point, but just jumps us up in power up to 7 here, so got another +3 over here just with these cards. I think we just need to like race to Tormentor maybe in this matchup. Okay, well, Petition here. Do the Justice Source, don't we? So let's go Crest of Vengeance. Counter Merchant. What is in here? Just another Mask of Torment. I'll keep that. It's probably sort of fine. Like millions of powers, so I could just sort of staggering the two as well. Hopefully just able to get to a turn where we're just able to go Torment into Tormentor the next turn. That's sort of fine, don't mind the Alchemists back in the deck either. I think we probably won't need Wrath for a while, but we'll keep it just because like owls are a real thing. Then with the Alchemist we do have a good way of like firing through weapons and stuff like that. Yep, Temporal Distortion, sort of tedious, but it's at this point that the game sort of runs away from you. So that's Crest here as well, just try and keep that on just because it's an additional card. Then we'll just fire both these off. Give us loads of fodder for additional merchants at some point. As well as maybe playing a few out just to get us towards that 20 again. Well, we're at the channel face portion of the game, so probably not getting out of this one alive. What about time I got a new totem actually? I did like the sort of Argent part one, but not too sure if it's aged well or not. Yeah, I guess just Peppermint was to gobble this up, that's fine. Yeah, fast speed hailstorm, cool, got me. Yeah, I know it's firing this off. I was just trying to hopefully get up on power there a little bit. Our opponent is just massively outcarding us here, just by being able to play all this stuff like Fight Arcana, which I thought for a long time that drew 3 cards, so now I'm a lot more suspicious of that seeing play than I originally was. We do need to be careful as well because our opponent can have Equivocate, which is probably just going to be awful for us. Let's get Moondial, let's get some action going. Hopefully be able to just keep up with our opponent, like in terms of cards. Okay, well, next time we start to get making with the Tormentors, because we will be at 21 power when we play the Waystone. But if our opponent kills this, we won't be able to, so I suppose we want to keep this dude around. Oh, there's Visage, that's nice. So, just fire off our first Tormentor. If this gets... Okay, so doesn't Marshal's sort of fine, really. The point is still going to have to like put some cards into killing this, so... Yeah, it's going for the Vanquish there. But I am going to fire off the other copy. I wouldn't mind actually if Torment was an actual real card that you could play. We're doing it. Anything you want to grab? This is Vara's choice, but I'm probably not playing any merchants here. Just play. I don't want to guess. Just keep having our opponent try and answer it. If we can ever get one actually dead, to the point where we can just have like Spitelings, I reckon we can probably win that game. Just because it's going to be unlikely at that point our opponent would be able to actually kill us with a weapon. That's anything the market will want. Yeah, we'll just grab Disjunction or something. But it's the end of set 1. I was playing like a Xenon deck that played played Whispers of the Void. Just as like its win condition. It was just like a load of removal spells. Oh yes. I'll take it. Like no spells for you. Stop that. We do need a Wasp now just to protect this from Sword of the Sky King though. So let's just don't need to end the story anymore, do we? Let's get Scorpion Wasp. Draw a card. Cool. Great Parliament. Massive. We'll play that next turn, I think. I want a turn where our opponent isn't able to... Oh, opponent's got Desert Marshal, haven't they? I should have checked this first. Yeah, we'll do this now. Well, it's nice to know they've got a Scorpion Wasps only. So a second Scorpion Wasp and no Desert Marshal in hand. That's good. Because we're not actually as locked for this as I thought we were when we had this. So, draw a card. Cool, got Vital Arcana, so we're able to outcard our opponent finally. So, Great Parliament here. Just because our opponent should be able to answer this and we should be able to kill him with the owls. Our opponent wasn't actually dead, like, they still had the out of drawing Desert Marshal to kill this and then, like, whatever spell to deal with the board, like. But yeah, managed to get there. Scoring one up for the team just against Temporal, the most tedious deck in the game. Okay, so that deck was pretty cool. It does feel a bit difficult to get all the pieces sort of going together, but I'm always sort of here for any deck that is playing things like Mask of Torment. Big fan of Moondial, really. Just in this sort of like long drawn out games, this will really help you to just outcard your opponent just by paying 5, because you can see how much power you can actually get just from just having a couple of masks in play and just all this sort of incidental life gain like Temple Scribes and just like Stonepowder Alchemist. This goes really big, especially with the Stronghold Visage. Not sure what else, if there's anything like I'd really change with the deck. It seems fine for ladder. We did miss out a bunch of games where we just sort of have a lot of back and forth between like Feln decks and sort of like Icaria decks, but yeah, deck seems fine. Thanks for watching. I've been That Resolves. See you around. Okay, so just a little bit of an Easter egg at the end. I am now unteamed. It's not my choice, really. With the Worlds tournaments coming, just not going to have time or anything like that just to be messing around with like actual tournaments. I just want to just make videos, really. So I decided to leave Team Rockstar and I'm now on my own. I'm not looking for another team. Probably won't be, but I'm still always available to help people out if they've got any questions or anything they want to know about the game or just sort of improving it in general. But yeah, that was it. Just a little bit of an Easter egg at the end just for people who are curious or still paying attention. Goodbye.